Count Dankula.
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 This is what it's all about. He could be going to jail because of this.
He's going to be in jail. His liberty is going to be taken away at the barrel of a gun.
Well, it happened. It finally happened. I'm actually kind of happy that the trial actually finally ended. I was under the impression that it was just going to go on forever, but we got the guilty verdict that we all knew it was coming. We all knew that the guilty verdict was coming, and we already kind of knew that that was sort of already decided before this even went to trial. But I'm just going to go over a few of the things that were said during the reading of the guilty verdict. One of the main things that stuck out to me was that it was claimed that I did, in fact, make this video for anti-Semitic reasons, and it was stated that I was intentionally trying to stir up religious hatred. Now, I know why I made the video. I know what opinions that I hold, and the reality of the situation is, I'm not an anti-Semite, and I made this video to piss off my girlfriend. That is the literal reality of the situation, but if the court wants to completely reject that reality and substitute it with its own, well, unfortunately, that's not up to me. I know who I am as a person, I know how I think and feel, and I know what opinions I have. So, despite the fact that these things have kind of been decided by the court, it doesn't mean that they're true. I know how I feel, and anyone who actually knows me and has followed my channel and watched all my content for a while will know for a fact that that is not who I am as a person, and I'm really, really thankful to everyone who, despite what the judge said, realises and knows that truly I'm not actually an anti-Semite. I do think it is quite cool though that I'm Britain's first ever court-appointed anti-Semite. Some of the other things that I do want to cover as well is, I know that Tommy Robinson has came out and supported me, Katie Hopkins have came out and supported me, David Baddiel and Ricky Gervais and everyone have came out and supported me as well, but some people are really tentative about giving me any kind of support because I have people like Tommy and Katie supporting me. I don't see how I don't see how who they are as people, or with any sort of problem that you might already have with these people, or if you even just hate them simply because of who they are or the opinions that they have. Freedom of speech is still something that's noble to fight for. I don't understand why people are not wanting to back this just because they don't like the people who are also backing it. I mean, even if you do think that those two are inherently bad people, like, that doesn't invalidate every single belief that they have. Like, if they want to fight for something good, that doesn't then mean that if you agree with them, you need to just pull your support out. That's not how things work. I just really don't see why, when someone that you don't like is fighting for someone good, it means that you then abandon your own principles just because you don't like the people that are going to be fighting alongside you. Like, there's nothing wrong with agreeing with people. See, even if you do absolutely hate someone, but they say something that you agree with, there's no shame in admitting that. There's no shame in turning around to them and basically saying, I absolutely hate everything else that you stand for, but I agree with you on this aspect, so in this single aspect, I will give you my support. Just because you agree with someone on one thing doesn't mean that you immediately agree with every single one of their beliefs. That's not how things work, but for some reason people seem to think that that is how things work. Just because you agree with someone on one aspect doesn't therefore mean that all of your beliefs become this homogenous blob where you agree on everything. That doesn't work. There are people who are best friends, who've been friends their entire life, who don't agree on everything. I don't understand why people think that that's how it works. I understand that a lot of people are sending the Scottish Council of Jews emails and stuff like that as well. See if it's things like just straight up abuse and insults and stuff like that. Fuck off. You're not helping anyone's fucking case, so stop doing that. See if it is things like criticisms, discussions, opening up for debate, straightforward, good, wholesome stuff like that, then yes, you are absolutely free to do that if you choose. But things like just straight up fucking abuse, that helps fucking no one, so just pack that shit in, right? You're helping no one, fucking pack it in. Also, see people who keep messaging me saying, oh, do you believe us now, Dankula? Do you believe us now that this means that Jews control the entire world? Take your tinfoil hat and shove it up your arse. Miss me with that gay shit. I don't care. Fuck off. Even if we all hate each other, freedom of speech affects every single one of us at the end of the day. So it's something that we should all join together, put our differences aside, and help each other protect each other's rights. Even if we fundamentally disagree with many, many things that the other people are saying, freedom of speech affects all of us because it is a human right, and at the end of the day, regardless of what anybody thinks, we are all still human. A lot of people for the far left are the ones that want these controls on freedom of speech put in place, and they want it actually codified into law where people can be arrested for simply their opinions or the things they say, or in some cases joking about things that might be considered taboo. But you do know that laws transfer to each party that gets voted in. Like, laws just don't automatically change whenever, it could be the Tories, it could be Labour, it could be anybody else. They will all still have access to these exact same laws. And one day, a far-right government could get voted in. A far-right government who now has control over what people can and cannot say. And if that day ever comes, what do you think's going to happen to you? So as far as the trial goes, guilty verdict's in, it's done. I just need to await sentencing now on the 23rd. I'm scunnered. I'm just so tired. I don't have energy to really make content, do videos or anything like that. I'm just going to sort of chill, enjoy my freedom while I have it, and just, you know, hope the sentence isn't too long. But in the meantime, thank you very much to everyone that supported me. Thank you so much for everything that you guys have done. I'm really, really happy that people, even though they don't like me, even a lot of people from the far left who really don't like me, recognise the fact that I am not an anti-Semite. I wasn't trying to stir up religious hatred. And at the end of the day, I'm a fucking comedian. I'm a comedian. And it was a fucking joke. So while we're waiting on the sentencing coming, let's just all chill, relax, put measures in place to actually protect free speech, because that's the thing that comes paramount. It's not me. Free speech comes first. And let's just use what happened to me as an example as to why these laws need changed to make sure that my horrendous situation doesn't happen to anyone else. And before I go, I'm going to leave you all with this very, very important message.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
It's Count Dankula on YouTube. Everybody should subscribe.